look, it's a Wednesday running back. There's a W in the chat. The catdets spitting facts, got the Catholic culture on the map. There ain't no PvP, we're preaching PPP. If you want COC, you better show you mean it. Stay in culture, let's make some more. Catdets corner, so you call her. All the baddies is a lady, pull up, he's a lady. Killing me also known as that. Trying with cash on the back end, how it's gonna add up, change it like a cat. Gotta say I'm glad I was in the Jupuary, like an OG status and I'm still up on the path. Cooking over gas, started the expansion. Looking like a blast man, it's fun to be a cat. If you ain't one yet, you should stick around for that. When my name turned red, I felt the first passion. I just go get it moving on, making do some music and the cats like it's a groove. Truly, cats looking like a little movie. Life getting changed, that's how he said he do. We got wins here every week. I've been saying that it's heat. Every call I be getting geeked. I'm in thrall for every speaker. Updates making peace. Roof raise, can you see it? Luck ain't even in it. This is just a bunch of heavy lifting. So look, it's a Wednesday running back. There's a W in the chat. The cat that's spitting facts, got the Catholic culture on the map. There ain't no PvP, we're preaching PPP. If you want COC, you better show me. We got wins here every week. I've been saying that it's heat. Every call I be getting geeked. I'm in thrall for every speaker. Updates making peace. Roof raise, can you see it? Luck ain't even in it. This is just a bunch of heavy lifting. So look, it's a Wednesday running back. There's a W in the chat. The cat that's spitting facts, got the Catholic culture on the map. There ain't no PvP, we're preaching PPP. If you want COC, you better show you mean it. Stay in culture, let's make some more. Catdets corner, so you call her. All the baddies is a lady, pull up, he's a lady. Killing me also known as that. Trying with cash on the back end, how it's gonna add up, change it like a cat. Gotta say I'm glad I was in the Jupiverse, like an OG status and I'm still up on the path. Cooking over gas, started the expansion. Looking like a blast man, it's fun to be a cat. If you ain't one yet, you should stick around for that. When my name turned red, I felt the first passion. I just go get it moving on, making do some music and the cats like it's a groove. Truly, cats looking like a little movie. Life getting changed, that's how he said he do. We got wins here every week. I've been saying that it's heat. Every call I be getting geeked. I'm in thrall for every speaker. Updates making peace. Roof raise, can you see it? Luck ain't even in it. This is just a bunch of heavy lifting. So look, it's a Wednesday running back. There's a W in the chat. The cat that's spitting facts, got the Catholic culture on the map. There ain't no PvP, we're preaching PPP. If you want COC, you better show me.
Hello, and welcome to the Planetary Call. It is December 18th. We are preaching PPP out here. And yes, the song is on Spotify. You don't need to keep asking in the chat. You can find it over there. Meow, how you feeling, my guy?
Hello. How's it going, guys? Been a while. Hey.
Energy. Yes, you were sorely missed. Shout out to Xiang Zhu, who was doing the Lord's work while you were... What were you doing, Meow?
I was sleeping, rallying, crying, everything, man. Let's go.
I don't know what you were doing, but it rhymes with schmeek, I would say. Here we are with the Planetary Call. We're going to get right into it because we have... There's no other way to say it. We got a banger of a call lined up for you folks. Let's get into it. But before we do, we can't just play one banger song. We got to play two banger songs. This is the official Cadet theme song. Let's go. That's right. We're back again. Now we got to address it. There's an important question that has been raised in the chat, which is, what's going on with your hair?
I don't know. It's fucked. Yeah. Airdrop, man. Airdrop. Hey, pull the tweet, bro.
Airdrop leads to hair drop. Was that it?
Yeah. Pull the tweet. It's funny. Yeah.
Hold that. Let me help you farm some engagement real quick as I quickly pull this up.
Do need your plumbing, man. Have you seen the tweet? It slaps.
2K likes, not bad. Not bad. Let me drop it in here. For anyone who does not already notice, you will see Meow equals Mert after Jupuary says archive fab. Need to find Mert for acceptance trading. That's good stuff. Hair transplant drop. Not bad.
Mert was on it as well. It's funny. Yeah.
It's good. It's good. More bald men on Solana. That's what we really need, if you ask my humble opinion. But what we're going to do today...
Hairy man. It says a hairy man.
This is what a real man looks like, folks. Do not clip that, Pedro and the rest of the gang. Do not clip that.
Yes. By the way, guys. Okay, here's the thing. There is going to be a push-out contest. Okay, in Catstanbul. All right, you heard it here first. Push-out contest. You heard it here first. Okay. Now, and I think if you go topless, there's going to be a 5-point push-up bonus.
5? I don't know if that's enough. I might have to. I'm gonna arrive in Istanbul a week early, get fake abs, and then I'll do it topless. But I gotta get some assistance first before I'd be willing to do that. But yeah, are you gonna compete in this push-up contest, Meow? Because rumor is that you're pretty scared of doing push-ups.
Me? Have you seen push-ups?
It's the only explanation of why I have not gotten the 1,000 push-ups that I am owed. Loki says 1 push-up equals 1 shoop. Yeah, maybe there'll be a little bit of a prize. We'll see. So, in case you don't already know, my name is Catstanbul. I lead the Uplink working group. And in how many days, Meow, do I join the Jupiter team full-time? 13 days? That'd be pretty fun. It'll be
13 days to accomplish.
It's going to be...
Guys, can't believe it. This fucker will power Jupiter like on 13 this time. Holy fuck!
Things are gonna get intense.
Can in the chat?
It is too late to go back on him, Meow. I've already announced my resignation from Super Team, so let's keep it. Promote cash now. See, this is the chat is on my side. First of all, I love you, chat, for being on my side. I see you, Wake. I see you, Sax. I see you, Loki and Juicy, and all the rest of you. And please continue to take my side over Meow's. It is hilarious, and I know it gets to him, so it's even better. And W's Jupiter Exchange is saying F. What is going on here? These are my people, I thought. All right, anyway. Meow's here as well, back as co-host for a very important call. We're going to go through a few things, but in case you don't already know, the point of this call is really to lift the veil, right? It's to allow the transparency, allow this two-way communication between the team and the community. And really, we do this by focusing on all elements of the Jupiverse. What is the Jupiverse, you might ask? Well, composed of 3 things. First, Jupiter, the platform where we're aggregating everything. Then $Jup, the token that allows us to align everything. And then finally, J.U.P, which is the community that allows us to grow everything. That's what we're going to be focused on today. And in particular, the agenda is first, this week in Jupiter, in the Jupiverse. It was a busy week, so there's like 10 different things to talk about. Then we're going to talk about the road to Catstanbul, a critical pillar of the J.U.P, if you ask me. And then we're going to talk about Jupuary, early thoughts on Jupuary. But as always, want to bring people into the process, get some feedback, understand where people's heads are at, and we'll go through that. And of course, we had to bring back the fan favorite, May, the Empress of the Jupiverse, is going to be back. And then, unlisted on the agenda, but arguably the most important piece, we're going to have a Cadets Corner in a little bit as well, assuming that Yuna does join the call, because she has not done that yet. But the real meme queen is going to be with us in a little bit. Meow looks like he hasn't slept in 1 year. That's pretty good. Cass says that it smells like a rally to me. I don't know. The energy is feeling right. It's got that Jupe rally energy with the planetary call, information, and facts. Best of both worlds over here. Best of both worlds. Let's get right into it. What do you say, Meow? No time to waste.
Let's go.
Go. This week in the Jupiverse.
Here's the thing. All right, I don't need sleep. All right, sleep is Cash needs sleep because Cash is weak. Okay, I'm good.
My guy Brian Johnson would beg to differ. Shout out to Brian Johnson if you're watching this, which I know you are. I know Brian Johnson isn't. Brian Johnson is weak.
Let's go. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's bring him for the push-up contest and see who's weak then. That's the real question.
Let's go.
This week in the Jupiverse.
Security.
Number 1 with a bullet. This is a super exciting one. Jupiter Z is live. Jupiter Z is I mean, it's fucking sick. That's the only thing I can say. Please bleep out the fucking on this in the clip here. It allows you to use normal Jupiter routing, get the best price everywhere now without gas or slippage in a single toggle with Jupiter Z. So on jup.ag, you just click the toggle on. It'll automatically use the RFQ, the request for quotation system that we talked about last week or 2 weeks ago. Did a whole deep dive. You can find a clip on that in the YouTube channel if you don't know how that works. It's very intense. Took months of engineering to make happen. But here's the bottom line. You get better prices. You get better swaps. That is where it goes. So big shout out to Michael, Elvis, and Andrea for making this happen over here. How excited are you about Jupiter Z, Meow?
I feel like it's actually really important. It's actually really interesting because, how do I put it? I think the team took a really long time, right, to make it work seamlessly, right, with the regular model. Okay, so it's like so in other services, right, you have RFQ and you have and you have the swap routing, right, and actually both are actually very important, right, because the RFQ is like it's a completely different model, right, from the user swapping, and but it's really great in some points, but a lot of things doesn't have. It doesn't allow token, doesn't allow pairs. So I think being able to kind of merge everything into one seamless UI, right, took a long time actually. And it's actually really proud of the team. The team was amazing doing that. Like if you go to any other platform, you see it doesn't work that way, right? It's actually like, but our team, Pierre and Michael, Elvis, Andrew and Sean, they work really hard, and Shuju and Aaron really had to kind of put it into one. I tried it out. It works seamlessly, right? Seriously, it's like
I used it earlier today. I saw somebody use it for their ticket to Catstanbul for the deposit in the chat over here as well. It just works, folks. It's the classic kind of like Jupiter value prop, right? Of like take all the complexity of being on chain, all these different liquidity pools, all these different tokens, and just make it simple and easy so that you get the best price, you get the token that you want. Everyone is happy over here. Drop a little Z in the chat for me if you are excited about Jupiter Z, making Jupiter swap even better. I'm particularly excited about the idea of being able to swap without gas, because I think that opens up a whole new level of onboarding for normies who maybe use Jup Mobile in the future or things like that, such that you can just load up some USDC on-ramp using MoonPay, and then all of a sudden you can just start trading without having to figure out, oh, I need 0.02 gas and so on and so forth. The Z's are flowing in the chat. Number 2. This is, we heard this last week. When Android? Well, motherfuckers, sorry, I'm swearing too much today. Well, my friends, today is when Android. The DApp browser is officially live on Android. It is the slickest, the fastest, the smoothest. Beautiful little animations, works flawlessly on everything. You can access everything on Solana, all from your phone. Too good. Never forget the 5 Fs. Meow, can you name all 5 Fs? Do you know all 5 Fs off the top of your head?
Yep. Fun, free, fast, fucks hard.
That was the one I knew you knew. Fucks hard and focused is the 5th 5. Special bonus.
I came up with it. Guys, I came up with the 5 Fs, okay? I came up with that just
When you weren't here, we did the call and went through it. And in the chat, as soon as they went, the 5th F is fucks hard. Everyone in the chat knew that it was Meow. They admitted, like, did Meow come up with this? Doesn't seem like the kind of thing the DeFi Racer would be coming up with. But big shout out to AAA, Ron, and the rest of the Jupiter Mobile team for getting this out there. You can see the little, can I make this bigger here? Let me just zoom in here. It just works. It's beautiful. Go check it out right now. You could do anything you want to claim your Pengu. You could do that directly within the DApp browser on Android now. Other good stuff.
Honestly, before one thing real quick is that we really wanted Jup Mobile, right, to be the best, right? Mobile wallet in the crypto, right? I mean, like the best, right? I mean, the best. And we actually spend a lot of time and effort making it happen. So if you guys have anything, feedback, anything, let us know how it goes. Yeah, seriously, thank you. Yeah, we really want to make it the best. Like I think everything Jupiter does, try to make it the best, right? In fact, if there's anything that defines our ethos, it catch. Not funny. People tend to think, Jupiter is A or B or C or D, right? They try to define us as exchange, aggregator, or Solana or DeFi. I'm like, bro, I don't know what we are. We just want to be the best, right? Like that is, I mean, that's all, yeah. Has it made sense to you?
It sounds so simple when you say it like that. Yeah, all we want to do is just be the best.
Yes, it's like I'm not kidding. It sounds really dumb, but anything that we think we can the best in, right? We do, right? That's how it works, Yeah. At Catstanbul, we're going to probably unveil a large number of things. And these are things that we think can be best in, right? It's like either we think we can be the best or we think can be different. I'm saying all those two things, And we try to do them. Yeah.
Makes sense. There was a question that's come up in the chat a little bit here around Jupiter Z, if I go back to that, and which token pairs that's enabled on. It's not enabled for all tokens. Can you explain why? Meow.
What's that?
Here we see how to enable Z on our token. It's already on the verified list. I
No.
So,
this is how Z works, okay? Z works by having so normally Jupiter router, right, works by looking at on chain, right? For all the various pools and it's available, right? So basically, if your token has liquidity on Solana, Jupiter will find it and will hunt it down and will deliver the user, right? Right? Bang, right? Now, however, Z is different, right? Z is a different model altogether, okay? Z is more like we go like, hey, someone wants this code, and then we have a list of market makers, right? Currently, there's only one market maker who goes, okay, I can fill this order, right? So it's a bit different, right? So again, our normal routing is Jupiter getting all the pools, saying, okay, and then giving and delivering code to the user, right? Now, RFQ is different. So basically, if we put it out there, and basically, if the market maker have the liquidity for the code, they'll fill it. Done. That's it. If not, they don't feel it. So it's a competitive model. So the idea is that the more market makers you onboard, the more token should be supported. Yeah.
That's right. It's a little bit like having like public liquidity is what normal routing gets to, and then Jupiter Z allows you to get into private liquidity as well. So it just adds more liquidity sources so you get even better prices. But for Z to work, you need market makers to have your token and being able to actually fill that liquidity, right? So that's the answer over there. Let's keep on going here. Price charts are back. God, I love the price charts. This is now just, it looks too good, I got to say. A lot of people have been asking and want to get shout out to Aaron and YKit for putting this together now. Anytime you load it up, check out any token, look at all the charts, do all the fun little things that you might need to do to know where things are going. This is one of those little quality of life improvements. It just makes it even easier, even better to use Jupiter swaps. Then we have, drop a little W in the chat for the charts being back. I'm excited about the charts. I don't think I'm the only one. The charts are always good. Malu said, side note, I have a feeling when Cash becomes full-time in January, there will be no limit to the time of the planetary call. It is in my, it'll be in my contract that it's got to be at least 20 hours a month of planetary calls. So yeah, expect some longer ones here as the W's flow in for the price charts coming back here. Now this actually, I should have saved the W for now. You're going to have to drop another W, everybody. I'm going to tell you right now, because this is fucking crazy. Shout out to Duke the Great.
So
accurately named.
So good.
Accurate name.
So
Duke
good.
Hosted the first Jupiverse event in Niger and onboarded 600 attendees to Jupiter. That is like the size of a pretty decent conference, quite honestly. Like that's just bananas. The man is going above and beyond to spread the Jupiverse. This is that kind of PPP behavior that we love to see. Make it easy and safe and fun for people to get onto Solana using Jupiter. Too good. Big shout out to Duke. If you don't follow Duke the Great, you absolutely should. Every time I look at his feed, I get a boost of like motivation.
Pull out the tweet. Yeah.
Boop. For the biggest and first ever regional event for Jupiter and the Jupe DAO. Sleepless nights were worth it. Yeah, not an easy thing to pull off. But the man did it. The man did it. Look, that's the face of a goat right there. That's what you're looking at. We need to, if someone can meme little goat horns on him or something, that would be awesome. Because he well deserves it. I don't know if he's on the call right now, but if he's not, we will see him very soon, I'm sure. And then, of course, we got to give some love to the penguins and cats.
Real quick, it's like I feel like one of the things here to really think about, right, is that we really want to empower. Okay, I remember now. I really want to see a lot more of this, guys. I really want to see a lot more of this. I believe that in every single part of the world, there exists talent. Okay, talent in rallying, talent in pulling people together, talent in organizing. Okay, and we really want to see you. We want to see you, help you, and we want to kind of bring you onto the Jupiverse, right? So let us know how to help you there. Yep, want to do that.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. You can apply for a grant. Just reach out in Discord, and someone will be there to help make this happen. Duke did get a grant from the CWG to make this happen. You can similarly get grants to make.
But to be clear, right, how it got there was that Duke actually took the effort, right, to do a smaller one first, right? You have to do a smaller one first. Right? We said I think Duke is did the action. Okay, he created a bunch of content first, right? Got like really content got noticed, right? And then he did more, and then he did more, and did more, right? So guys, if you're aspiring to do anything, right? Anything, whether in Jupiter or not Jupiter, right? Get started, right? Do something small, something bigger. Okay, that's how you go. Done. That's it. And I rarely give life advice, but that's really good life advice. Just get started. Yeah. Yep.
It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it. Shout out to Duke once more. And speaking of shout outs, shout out to Luca and the whole Pudgy Penguins crew over here. They, maybe you noticed, came to Solana yesterday and helped reward tons of people across the ecosystem, including Jupiter users and stakers. If you haven't already, you can head over to claim.pudgypenguins.com. Things now work. So all the wallets work, backpacks, full flare, etc. I know people are having problems with that. Now you can actually connect with Ledger and everything else to make that happen. There is one thing that you want to talk about this a little bit here, Meow? The issue that happened about the pool beforehand.
Yeah. So basically, one thing that's actually important here, right, is that the token was supposed to launch at 8:05, right? But someone figured out the claim site earlier. Okay.
Which,
and then
not the highest security on what that claim site was going to be, but yeah.
Yeah, but then someone figured claim site earlier, and someone was able to claim it early and put a very small number of their tokens in the pool, which obviously, thanks to the very high number of people waiting right across the ecosystem, everyone's like setting limit orders and single-sided pools and everything to try to get, and obviously executed, right? Right? So then obviously executed extremely high price, right? Like something like 10 trillion market cap or something.
The highest market cap ever for a token that I've seen. Which is pretty impressive.
The whole space, by the way, right? Now, anyway, so guys, we'll be looking at, we understand those concerns. We will be working in the Pudgy team, okay, to make things fine, okay? Please file a ticket. If you have a limit order or DCA or swap that's been affected by this, please file a ticket. Do not panic. File a ticket. All right, we'll through it. Okay, don't worry about it. Yeah,
that's right. File a ticket over in Discord. Things will get solved. We're figuring it out. As always, the goal here is to make everyone have a good experience, and the Pudgy team is great.
Yeah, you know what? Things happen, right? No one expected the pool to leak and things to go crazy, right?
No one expected a $10 trillion market cap. Yeah.
Yeah, precisely. Who knows? Right?
Yeah,
and again, file a ticket. It's gonna be fine. We'll take care of it.
Yeah. Jump into the Discord, file a ticket. The official link is claim.pudgypenguins.com. Just make sure, stay safe out there, folks. Don't do anything, any funny stuff. The next thing to know about the Jupiverse over the past week, more subsidies are still coming on the way. Already, many people have gotten them. Hundreds of people have gotten subsidies, and it's still not too late. If you haven't already, now is the time to apply for a subsidy. Just go to lu.ma/Catstanbul and you can apply. Talk about the contribution you've had to the ecosystem, and you too can receive a $2,000 subsidy to make your travel, your stay, all that kind of stuff a bit easier. As a reminder, you'll need to get 99 Jupe to put it down as a refundable deposit. Catstanbul is fully free, folks. Whether you get a subsidy or not, there's no price to it. The deposit there is just to help ensure that you actually use the funds and we know who's actually coming. Big shout out to Sian, who's just been grinding away, looking through hundreds of applications to make sure that all the best cadets are there with us in Istanbul. Apply now for the subsidy. And here's another little win from the Uplink gang. Wow. A few weeks ago, people might remember we launched a drip channel. Shout out to my guy, Vibu. We launched a drip channel through Uplink, now up to 30,000 subscribers, which is pretty incredible. The new collectible is live right now. You can claim it until the 22nd of December. The videos, they slap. Shout out to all the donors and people dropping the thanks and the droplets. Meow, do you know that we gave back $10,000 last week to Jupiter stakers? Or sorry, to thankers on the drip channel? $10,000. Wow. That's amazing. Right. $10,000 came in. $10,000 went right back out. Going forward, I think we're doing 50-50. So we'll keep 50% to fund other Uplink activities. It's not going to anyone's pocket. It's not personal compensation. But we'll use it to fund more bounties, get more people activated, help fund more talent, as well as take 50% to give back to some of the thankers that are out there. So shout out to everyone on the Uplink side, Srijani and the rest of the gang for making this happen. Pretty excellent stuff. And then last thing, speaking of talent, 2 new bounties are live on Super Team Earn right now. DeFi, Jup, and Jam we have a Product 24 wrapped bounty and then a sticker pack for the Catstanbul event. So if you want your art to be shown to the rest of the world at Catstanbul, these are the places to go. Super Team Earn is the website to go and find these. That is, I believe, all that we got. So with all of that news out of the way, new products getting launched, people in the community doing great stuff, new avenues to bring more people in, 30,000 subscribers on Drip. A lot of good stuff was happening. But one of the things that everyone is most excited for, well, I should speak for myself. One of the things I'm most excited for is happening in just about 5 weeks, which is Catstanbul. Meow, talk to the people about what Catstanbul is.
Okay, I'm super excited about this thing. All right, guys. Okay, cool. All right, so I haven't had a chance to talk to everyone about Catstanbul yet. So let's talk about Catstanbul, okay? Now, 3 things. Catstanbul is 3 things, okay? Firstly, it's actually a turning point for Jupiter. All right. Secondly, it's a gathering of Jupiverse. And thirdly, it's a celebration of Jup. Okay, so J. Okay, a turning point, a gathering, a turning point, a gathering, and a celebration. Okay, 3 things. And it's actually very, very important because I feel like okay, so we have Jupiter as a project has been around for like 4 years by now, and the community has been around for a year, right? And it's actually really important thing to happen because we are really kind of entering a point where it's a major turning point, right, for Jupiter. And I think Jupiter next year, right, should and will look very, very different from the Jupiter of past years, right? I mean, it's crazy because Jupiter this year already looks very different to last year, right?
That is true.
Cash, can you believe it that the Planetary course only started this year?
I mean, it feels like we've been doing them for the last decade and a half, but yeah, it is ridiculous to believe. I mean, Jupiter Perps, like a year ago, maybe exactly 12 months ago existed, but not 13 months ago, right? Yeah, so it's like, which is just insane now, doing billions of dollars of volume.
So Jupiter, I mean, Jupiter Perps, like Jupiter Mobile, and then like Jupiter Mobile right now, we have a big, sorry, what's it?
Ape Pro, brand new.
Yeah, so I think we also have like and by the way, guys, there's a lot more things in the work, by the way, right? So I think so it's my hope and my desire, right, that it's my hope and my desire that like Catstanbul will be where I think we will start to see a major shift, right? In how we see Jupiter, right? Because I've always said this, right? It's like Jupiter is not a DeFi protocol, right? And we don't want to be a protocol, right? We want to be the Jupiverse, right? And we have a vision to work towards, of aggregating everything, right? So I feel like Catstanbul will really be where I think the vision for Jupiter, right? Both as a platform, as a community, and as a token and stuff, start to come to life. You know what I'm saying? So that is kind of how I see Jupiter. So basically, we're going to do 3 things. We're going to do a major platform unveils. We're going to explain how the whole ecosystem, of the whole ecosystem of founder strategy, right? How it comes together, right? And we're also going to announce like a new key team initiatives, right? That I think will really start to put a lot more shape, into how we see the team evolving, yeah. I think I'm really excited. I think so my goal is actually to kind of like make sure that by the end of Catstanbul and stuff, everybody understands the goal of Jupiter, right, as a project. Yeah.
The evolution, as Scarlett said, as well. So in addition to the turning point, it is of course also you added push-up contest to the slide, I see, right before the call started. Gathering of the Jupiverse. Tell us, what is exciting to you about the gathering here?
I feel like the other major things I always say about Catstanbul, right? It's about you, right? Not you, Cash, but them, right? Right? Not you, right? So basically, I think that's actually one major thing to talk about, right? So I think we want to kind of gather, we want to really showcase community talent, right? Where like community talent, whether it's like singing, coding, DJing, whatever, right? So for example, I think guess who's gonna sing? We're gonna try to make it sing. Guess who's gonna sing?
May.
Dr. PP, let's go.
Dr. Preballin is going to do a little live show, I do believe. Going to do a little talent show. People doing all sorts of very fun stuff. I think it's pretty cool. But what I think is also super cool about this gathering is that, like the Jupiverse, which is unique, this is not like a typical conference, right? It's not just going to be like, oh, talk, people sit in chairs all day, right?
Yeah, so I think the whole point here is that I think we really want to, and we have a special organizer who's going to organize games, right? And the Zero Boys, the mock Jup Zero Boys, they're going to organize a push-up contest, right? And I think, and also one actually really important thing here is that I think Miro, obviously, right? So I think, and also, for example, I think, we are also going to have a place for unconference, right? If anyone not for unconference means that if you have an idea, right, and if you have an idea, or if you have a thing on a showcase, right, you should come present, right? So we will actually give everyone a way for you to come present your ideas and your expertise and what you do and what you're passionate about with the community. Right, so that's the thing that we really want to enable as well. So it's not just about, and also connect everyone, right? Get the exchange numbers, see what it's up to. So we'll try our best to really kind of facilitate a lot more community connection, right? That's a very big part of what we do here at Jupiter. Yeah. So it's not just about VIPs. What's that?
I was gonna say, there's so much talent, there's so much expertise in the community. Like, I know Jesse, Fab, and Ashton are going to be doing workshops on content. Other people will be doing workshops on fitness. People will be doing all sorts of seminars on just like things that they're interested and excited about. And yes, we're going to need Miria and Dr. Preballen to do Jup is Home together. Might have to do like a whole album, like a whole evening with Dr. Preballen and Miria doing songs. Could be very fun. Will there be a Meow lookalike contest? That is a great idea, actually. I very much like that. Sian, if you're watching this, let's get a Meow lookalike contest. People don't know this, but is actually it's a present participle in English. So it is actually grammatically correct to say
Yes. It's grammatically correct in English. Okay. Yes. That's it. High time, catch high time. There you go. Yes, we got it. High five.
Yeah. Yes. I'm learning slowly but surely.
We have a new English terminology. Okay.
Maybe we even do an English contest. I would love to see some English merch that people could do. We'll see.
It's great, by the way. We have a new term. We have a new English term. Let's go. Yes.
So it is a turning point for the Jupiverse. It is it's a turning point for Jupiter. It is a gathering for the Jupiverse, and it is a celebration of Jup. What is going to happen for Jup at Catstanbul, Meow?
Oh, okay. So a few things. Okay, so first of all, I think Jup is. I think Catstanbul is also going to be a turning point for a celebration for Jup as well, right? In the sense that I think I think our goal is, as mentioned, I think our goal is to actually finish Jupiary, right? Before Catstanbul, right? So ideally by then, a lot more people would have be understand or be part of the Jup ecosystem, right? Right? That's one thing. Dude, it really is so funny, but it's so good. By the way, guys, okay, important, guys. There is no such thing as bad English. Okay, you know how it's crazy, right? Because when you grow up, right? Everyone goes like, oh, you must speak good English, blah blah blah. There's bad English, blah blah blah. Dude, fuck them, okay? Fuck them, all right? Fuck those guys who said bad English, okay? Fuck them, all right? Do you know why?
Why?
You know why? Because don't worry about them, okay? Because we speak English, okay? There's no such thing as bad English, okay?
The only language you cannot fuck up. English.
Yes, that's it. Yes, that's so great. English is the only language you cannot fuck up. Done. That's it.
And it is also, let's be clear, the most commonly spoken language in the world. Much more common than English. Is it?
Most commonly. Can I share my screen real quick here? It's just really funny.
Yeah, go for it. I'm a man of the people, Meow. Anybody can share their screen on the Planetary call. Go ahead.
You're funny, bro. You should really this is really really great meme that someone was showing and stuff. It's actually really awesome. One second. So, sorry, just share.
Ola hopes that there will be English lessons at Catstanbul. There will indeed. I can promise you the entire time we're going to be doing English.
Check it out.
Let's see. It's loading. Yeah, there it is. Zoom in a little bit. It's a little bit hard to see.
How it is?
Yes, yeah, a little bit more, but I think I get the idea.
Yes, so basically there's only proper English. You know? Get it? And another one is this. Another one is this. It's like, oh shit. Come on, second. Let's see.
Girk says I booked Catstanbul in English and they gave me a suite. Yeah, that's right.
So basically, yeah, you see the estimate English speaker, and then I mean, dude, we're so many great. Basically, there are way more English speakers, right? Than English speakers. Okay, way more. Okay, guys. So remember, English is the default language, by the way. Just FYI. One more thing, real quick.
One more thing.
One more thing, real quick, and stuff like this. Another thing is like.
The only bad English is perfect English. That is right, Scarlett. Nailing it as usual.
Oh my God, Scarlett is perfect. Yes, you're right. Yeah, the only bad English is perfect English. Okay, and remember, guys. Anyone that tells you you speak bad English, say thank you. I speak perfect English. All right.
The thing is all started with a little troll in the Planetary call chat. You speak English because it's the only language you know. I speak English because it's the only language you know. We are not
amazing, right? Amazing meme. Amazing meme. Yeah, amazing.
We should have a meme contest at Catstanbul as well. Let people bring up like a Planetary call the meme contest. Bring your best memes. Meow will react on stage. We'll do like a little reaction live and just go through like 50 of them. That'd be a blast, actually.
Oh my God, that'd be so funny.
To the agenda. All right, anyway, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Yeah. Meme content. Let's go. Okay, sorry. Back to the point. Okay, so anyway, this is so funny. Okay, anyway, back to the point. Okay, let's get serious here.
Yeah.
Okay, now. Okay, so the last thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the last thing. Like Catstanbul is a turning point. It's a gathering, right? It's celebration, right? I think. What brings us all here together? Jup. It does, right? I think I've always thought of a token, right, as like a symbol, right? A way to gather people together, right? A rallying point, right? So I think that's actually I think what Jup is, right? I think in many ways, I think Jup is what kickstarted the community, the real community, right? And Jup is what kickstarted this core event, right? And I think obviously Jupiverse is for excellent community, right? And I think that so I think a few things. I think we're going to do a live, and then so I think over here is actually I think at Catstanbul we're going to do a lot of things to kind of like rally around the idea of Jup, right? So before Catstanbul Jupiverse will happen, and then there also be a live transparency audit, right? And secondly, is I think we'll discuss how Jup fits in the future of the decentralized manner. And last, sorry.
Very important. How do you?
Yeah, for sure, right? Yeah. So I think all things are actually important, and then we also do a burning cat, right? Where we actually start to where we will actually execute on the supply burn. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This, just to be clear, is an artist rendering. It's actually an AI rendering. The burning cat will not be 100 stories tall, unfortunately. We tried. I promise you, we looked into it. How big can we make it? It will not be this big, but it will be super fun. Burning Cat, where 30% of the token supply of Jup will be burnt at the same time. That's going to be super fun. When can we see the Catstanbul agenda? Ask Kwon. Next week? Is that fair to say? When is the agenda going to come out?
Next week. Okay, yeah.
Next week. All right, excellent. So just to recap here, what is Catstanbul? Turning point for Jupiter. It is a gathering of the Jupiverse and all the people that make Jupiter so great, and is a celebration of Jup itself. You're not going to want to miss it, folks. There's going to be a bunch of really cool things happening. You should absolutely come if you can. Make sure that if you need the subsidy, you apply for the subsidy as well. I think that it's going to end up being more than 500 people, in fact, just because there's so many good people that should need a way to get to Cat. Excuse me. So many good people.
One thing is important. One thing is actually important here is that so one thing that's important here is that it's like we really want to actually it's so funny, agenda criteria crash in the queue. Hey guys, okay, she Ferry is right. Okay, we roll. Yes, please keep your eyes on.
Please, I hope your parents are not watching this right now, Liam. Please.
Okay, but guys, okay. So if you know anything about how we do things at Jupiter, right? We roll, right? There's no agenda yet. None. Zero. Zilch. Okay? None. We are literally making it up as we go along. Okay? I'm calling my friends, asking who wants to come. Okay? And then we're talking to people to see who is cool and everything, right? So I feel like that is kind of how we are doing it, you know? Yeah. So, but anyway, this is the thing. If you're an active member of Jupiverse, I think some people have been saying that, oh, I haven't contributed that much, right? Can I still come? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, right? Feel free to come by. Secondly, is I think if you're aspiring the developer or creator, right, you come by as well, you know. And thirdly, is that if you want to collaborate with Jupiter in whatever not, come by as well, right? And if you need be apply for subsidy, yep, that's how I do it. Yeah. So basically, I think we really want to meet as many great people as possible and for Jupiverse, you know. Yeah. So come by. Yeah.
And somebody asked, listen, I understand not everyone can come to Catstanbul. People have lives and whatever else, but don't worry, we will be live streaming all of it. All the talks will be put online basically within an hour of when they are done, and there'll be clips. So you'll still be able to access all the same content and have a good time with everybody at the same time. But if you can come in person, definitely recommend it. It's going to be super fun watching me beat Meow in a push-up contest.
Wow. Long words. Holy shit, I'm fucking kidding.
Anyway, that's Catstanbul. Very good stuff coming through. Let's talk now about the other major thing that's happening in January that people are very excited and eager to learn more about, which is Jupuary itself. So, Jupuary review. Since the last time, Meow, you were on this call, something pretty momentous happened.
Yes. Basically, I think the Jup vote number 2 conclusion confirmed. Right. You know, I think I haven't really gone through the essay before, so I think we should just go through essay right now, real quick. Is it okay?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right, that's good. All right. So first of all, thank you everyone, right? Thank you for confirming it, right? It's actually a really big deal that we confirmed it. Okay. I really hope we did it with this right. Hey, Cash, we should have done this call right after the vote. We should have. We didn't, right? You know, but we really should have. You know, yeah, it's bummer, but it's fine. Let's go. So basically, I think we passed the vote 2, but overwhelming 87%. Right,
Ooh,
you know,
talk about uniform, bringing people together. They said it shouldn't be done.
Yep, and what that means is that 2 Jupiverse are officially confirmed, right? You know, and guess what? You know, we are now starting a public consultation, right? And before I go on, right, I want to say one thing. I know that this is actually an incredibly large investment in the DAO, right? You know, in the long-term growth of Jupiverse, you know, and personally, I think I'll work super hard with everybody, right, to make sure that the investment pays off for the DAO. Yeah.
What is Jupuary?
That sense, I feel like that statement is very important. Jupiverse is an investment by a DAO, you know, in the long-term growth of Jupiverse. Yeah. Does that make sense to you?
It does, yeah. I mean, I think it's critical. There were certainly some comments, especially the first time around like how to make it an even more effective way to grow the pie in the long run. But I was particularly proud of the Jupiter community, seeing folks think in the long term, not just thinking about the short term. The main goal here, and the thing that we have to constantly remind ourselves is, no matter how big Jupiter is right now, it is still fucking tiny in the grand scheme of things. And the only way that we're going to change the future of finance and bring the decentralization meta forward is by having more people a part of the mission. And it's great to see that the DAO, in such overwhelming numbers, agrees with this general approach and is willing
to help
grow it.
Really important point about why we do so many things. I feel like a lot of people are saying that we do a lot, and I feel like one of the big things here is that I really feel like if we execute Jupiter well, right, it will lay the foundation, right? You know, because for the future. Because again, I think Jupiter is like still so small right now, right? You know, in terms of like what we could be. Seriously, I feel like if we actually, I feel like we do 10x the users, 10x the community, 10x everything, right? I think Jupiter, if we do it well, and stuff, Jupiter could actually be a really good way of doing it. You know, yeah, yep, yep.
You want to talk about what Jupuary is?
Yeah, I think Jupiter is like I think what is Jupiter? I think Jupiter is a celebration, a gift, right, and an invitation. You know, for millions of Jupiter users, right? You know, join a community. And ideally, right, it's a core ritual for Jupiverse. Yeah, that's what I think it is, right? And I think that the first Jupiary, right, was like celebrating, was foundation for Jupiter today, right? the largest active down, and and scrub it. Yeah. So largest is down, and one of the most vibrant communities in crypto,
In
And
crypto.
then for Jupiary
A little bit
2025,
a little bit of English here. The most vibrant community in
crypto,
Crypto.
yeah. So anyway, for Jupiary 2025, right? So that's the first Jupiary, right? Jupiary 2024, right? And for Jupiary 2025, right, we want to aim on a major expansion of this community, by inviting a couple of million like qualified wallets and stuff and users who are already familiar with Jupiverse, And for Jupiary 2026, right, there are certain key initiatives that we work on, right, that will dramatically increase the scope of the Jupiverse and Jup. So basically, Jupiverse are not marketing mechanisms, right? They're actually about strengthening the core of Jupiter, making Jup iconic, and building a common platform, right? That can become the heart of the future. Yeah. Yep.
And it didn't. It took some iterations to get here to this 87% threshold, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think first of all, I think we first started sharing early Jupiary talks in the rally, right? About like 1 month ago, 1.5 months ago, whatever. And I think that the very, very sharply divided reactions and people community, it made me realize that holy shit, we really need to actually get the entire community behind it, not just pass it in a unilateral way, right? And then because of that desire, we set a threshold, right, to 70%, right? And actually, obviously, that we got a lot of fuck for that, right? When the first vote didn't pass, right? However, the first vote didn't got 58%, which didn't pass 10%, but also generated amazing feedback, right? Like 12K real feedback, thousands of tweet messages, and really great feedback. And so basically, what I did is we took that feedback, right, and we implemented it in the second proposal. Yeah, I think it was much better actually. I really, really, really think, right, that the second proposal was much better, right, than the first one, because it was much more well-rounded, right? I think the first one, basically, if you see the evolution, right, when at the very, very beginning of the process, right, we had early, very rough ideas, and then but by the time the first one happened, it was better, but I think we were still missing on some critical stuff. Make sense, right? And then, but the second vote, I think a really well-rounded idea, right? Yeah. So literally, I think we'll discuss it a bit more and stuff. So I think more people will get in this year simply because of the much larger community, right? But sometimes I feel like we'll address it later on. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we will address it later on. Literally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just give us 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll talk.
But let's finish this real quick. Okay. Anyway, I think but here's the thing. All right. Here's the crazy stuff. A lot of those people who just care about it, right? Who don't care about this. They will just say, oh, why vote, blah, blah. They don't understand. They don't understand, bro. I'm telling you. It's like before last year when we did Jupiary, right? It's actually just a team, right? Deciding, right? But now it's a lot more. We have an entire community now, right? So it's actually really, really important to kind of get the vote passed, right? To kind of consult the community. And I think, but of course, if you don't care about the Jupiverse, right, don't care. But I think for us in Jupiverse stuff, I think one of the things that would be the worst thing that can happen for me is to do Jupiary, which is supposed to be a unifying event, right? But having it being a sprintering event, right? That would be the worst case scenario for me, actually. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
So what did the vote show us? What did we actually learn from all this process?
I think a few things, right? I think the vote show us number one, right? Now, I think this vote shows us 3 things, right? Number one, right? The Jupiter community can support decisions, right? That go way beyond short-term interests for the long-term growth of the Jupiverse. And secondly, is that I think unlike the common idea that decentralized communities can't do anything, right? I think it's wrong. I think stakeholders can come together, right, and discuss contentious issues and find alignment. It's possible, But I just think they need to try very hard. I think most people don't try that hard. Does that make sense? Right? I think the third thing is that I think I strongly believe this, by the way. I think the J.U.P token is the most meaningful governance token in crypto. Right? And we have the best community in crypto to back it up. I mean, which other community would spend like, thousands, 10,000 messages and tweet messages and everything? And also like be able to 12,000 real verified feedback, right, to help us improve the proposal. That's real, by the way. That's not fake, right? And then you can't fake that shit, you know? Yeah. And precisely as Mo was saying, that's why I think forgo short-term interest is a big deal in crypto, you know? Yeah. So I think the other thing is yeah. So I think it's yeah. So I really think historical experiment, right, whereby it's the first where a DAO voted for multi-billion expansion without the voters being like the main beneficiary, right? It's also the first live verified feedback from voters, right? Whereby in total we gathered about 20,000 verified feedback, you know, first to second vote. And thirdly, is actually we are the first to iteratively vote towards a simple majority threshold. So I think we are still in the very earliest of DAOs, and unlike what people are saying, right, it's like we shouldn't get like stuck into the ideas of what DAO is. You know, we should just figure together. And guys, so cool, guys.
Meow spitting so much fire that the fucking internet connection could not handle it. Let's try bringing him back on stage. No such luck. Oh, are you back now, buddy?
Am I back? How's it going?
He's not, but he looks very calm in this frozen little screenshot. It's
Is it better now or no? No better.
Is this happening for me or is this for everybody? Oh, it's just me.
Can you hear me? I'm always there. I'm here. I think it's you, Cash. I think it's you. Cash, it's you. All right, let's go. Cash is gone. Yeah, celebrate. Cash is gone. Yes, let's go. Cash, let's go. Cash sucks. Let's go. Can you do this now? Cash sucks. All right. Can we all do a cash sucks in the chat? Ha ha ha. Cash is weak. Yes. All right. That's it. Cash is weak. Come on. Let's go. Okay. This is awesome. Cash is weak. Cash sucks. Yes. This is awesome. And can we do a cash count? Do push-ups? Okay, shit. We have free trouble now. It's awkward. Wait, I'll bring May on for a bit. Yeah. 1 second. Sorry, Cash is gone. Cash is weak. Oh shit, I miss Cash now. 1 second.
I'm not helping you.
Oh, sorry. Can you see that? You see all the Cash is weak things? You see that?
I gotta say, Meow, enjoy the call. It's all. Yeah, let's see how we can go. Second, thank you. Where is this? Somebody said the second Cash leaves, everything goes haywire. That's right. That's right. Let it be known. I don't know exactly what happened there, but I am back now. So let's bring this back up here and do it like this. There we go. Cash lives. I'm still here. They tried to hold me back. They tried to push me down. They couldn't fucking make it happen. The haters.
It's so funny. Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right. So anyway,
Meow said suck Cash while I was gone. He normally only says that in private. I'm very surprised he would say that in front of all these thousands of people here. Anyway.
This is so hilarious.
Sorry.
It's so funny. All right, cool. All right, let's go. Okay, Cash. All right. Okay, so anyway, okay, so let's serious. Okay, serious. All right, so all right, so I think the last thing is a long-term Jup. I think second lastly, right? I think the utility of Jup and starting on Jupiverse, right, is a key topic over these last 2 voting periods, right? And then so I say first again and stuff. I think as someone whose net worth is like 99.99% in Jup, right? I'm fully aligned, right? And wait, sorry, 1 second.
Folks, are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing, Meow, about the warning?
What's that, sir?
Are you seeing the warning? Is that what you're looking at on your phone?
Yeah, 1 second. So something's going on right now.
Yeah, we can address this real quick for anyone who's watching this right now. It seems that there is some kind of mistake. If you go to jup.ag, it's showing that there's a potential phishing warning. It does not seem, I mean, we're investigating right now to see exactly what is going on. But if you see that, just rest assured, the engineering team is on top of it, trying to figure out what's going on. Unclear exactly what is happening right now. But the engineering team is figuring it out. So don't be scared if you are figuring that out or if you're seeing that right now. Yeah, Sander, Viv, and some other folks. We were seeing Gonzala. I think it must have started right after the call started, so we were just hearing about it now. It's not clear why. You should be fine. Certainly, you know, there's nothing that can happen to you if you've used Jupiter in the past. And I would assume that the website is fine, but we're going to find out in a little bit. I don't want to get too much. Is this yeah, they fished me right out of my internet, it seems. But yeah, Cloudflare, safety protocols, Edge is working fine if you want to start to do that for right now. Let's see. Yeah, it's not ideal. Not ideal.
Yep, 1 second.
Yeah, okay. 1 second as we try to look into it.
Someone is like reporting, actually, no, someone is reporting us for phishing, which is obviously wrong. 1 second. We could be the.
Yeah, if you have perp trades running, the stuff is on chain, so your orders should be unaffected. And it seems that someone's just reporting the website to Cloudflare it seems to be the issue. But again, we're gonna figure that out right now and understand what exactly is happening.
Okay, 1 second. So I think let me just message someone real quick to make sure that's fine. Oh my God, it's crazy, man. On the call, huh? It's crazy.
Yeah, live on the call, folks. Oh, the nice thing is we're all together here. And again, just rest assured.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah. People in the chat think folks upset about Pengu or something right now. It's not exactly clear. Who is reporting? I don't know. Yeah, this is the live stream of the war room over here. We do it live, folks. Waiting to see. Yeah, there's gonna be a tweet that goes out right now. That explains exactly, or that at least captures what is starting to happen. The call has pivoted a little bit. Max saying, have we told us why Jup is blocked? It seems as if somebody's reporting to Cloudflare, that Cloudflare being the CDN, the content delivery network that helps make sure that Jupiter is fast all around the world. Seems like people might be reporting that for some unknown reasons. Oh, interesting. Lucas says that there's also scheduled maintenance in Cloudflare going on. So it could be an issue from that side. We don't know exactly what is going in. People want May to tag in. I don't think May wants to tag in, if I can tell by your face right now. So let's see. Yeah, heard about it in chat 10 minutes ago. Sorry, folks. We're obviously on the call doing this live, so it's not always easy to see exactly what's happening.
Yeah, I'm going to do a tweet now, actually. Yeah, let me take a look.
Yeah, so we're going to tweet it out so that people have a sense of what's happening. I guess let's see. Yeah, just chill, everyone.
Let's go Discord. Let's go Discord for that. Yeah. Michael, let's go Discord for that.
Yeah. If you have a ticket for Pengu, if you were affected by this weird kind of early liquidity pool issue where it went to 10 trillion, you can jump over to the Jupiter Discord, file a ticket, and people might be able to help. Please stop saying that I suck. This seems unnecessary.
On a serious note, right? One of the major issues, right, is that a lot of the internet, right, is actually controlled by central party, right? NTT Cloudflare, right? Right. Oh, it's not in Jupiter. Which other sites doing it?
Some other sites. Yeah, it seems like it's a Cloudflare issue. Other sites have been affected. Probably it's on Cloudflare. Somebody said Cloudflare had scheduled maintenance. I think Lucas said that. Kuan blaming me for this. But the second he called me weak, I was like, I gotta get revenge on this motherfucker.
Okay. Wow. Cash got Cloudflare do that. Holy shit.
Yeah, call me weak again. See what happens next. I'll pull your fucking house down. Yeah, okay. Folks, you can still hit ignore and proceed if you need to use it for a second. But let's see. Did Soju tweet as well? Let me just pull up the Twitter. Folks, we're going to get back to Jupuary in just a second. There are more details coming. May's going to talk us through some of the early design thoughts as well, but just want to make sure. This is obviously a significant thing, so just want to take a quick look. Yeah. Need Jupiverse, decentralized CDNs. Cash do push-ups. Let's see. Yeah, something. It seems okay. If it's happening to multiple sites right now, it would seem that it's a Cloudflare issue.
Can someone tell me which other site is showing up?
The site is working as intended, folks. So it is safe to ignore the warning, is what I'm seeing on the main handle. If I look over here at Cloudflare, let's just see. I'm just on Twitter trying to see what else has been hit. Yeah, so BCI.cl is getting it apparently.
Who's that?
This is Jupiter. Some Portuguese site I just saw is getting it. These are all an hour late.
Oh, come on. No.
Interesting. Nothing. Cloudflare fuckery. Yeah. Jakey, our guy, Cloudflare trying to stop the Solana super cycle, but they can't. Jupiter is the most trusted DEX in crypto. Jupiter is absolutely safe. Funds are SAFU, folks. Don't need to be scared on that side. No, bro. I mean, if we turn off Cloudflare, we could just turn off the Cloudflare protection for the site for a little bit, right? No, actually, it's affecting anybody, I guess. Try blowing into it. Lawson says that it happened on the Pudgy claim site yesterday. That was, I think, more of a DDoS attack, if I'm not mistaken. Or not even an attack, it was just a DDoS. Let's see. Bruno says Meow is CEOing right now. That's also true.
No, try to figure out what's going on right now. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, Topher, that's exactly what we're doing right now. It does seem to be a Cloudflare mistake if you're just tuning in. That is what seems to be happening, but we don't know exactly why or how it is happening just yet. Is this happening to other sites? I think every time we do a crisis, we need to do it with a call because it's actually very helpful to have the rest of the community here as well. Catskier turning. Yeah, Haywood. I'm not going to say your last name. Lots of places affected. If you know another site that's affected, just let us know in the chat so we can just pull it up and make sure that this is not a general issue here. Seems not targeted. Some banking apps also have the issue. Might be something along the lines of the catalog financial apps. See. Let's talk to two guys. Come on. Shout out to you, Code. You're doing well in the chat today. 2 guys, 1 crisis. This call feels like 9% TVs at work. Hey, what's up? Yeah, are there any other? Oh, Banco B is the other site. Banco BCI, excuse me, that also is experiencing this. Chips and Cheese is not seeing this. Chips and Cheese, where are you based that you're not seeing it? I am seeing it over on my end here in Dubai. That's right. As Molu says, this is what building in public looks like, folks. Dealing with these kind of very ignoring threats live on call in front of, what is this, 10,500 people.
You know, we're actually in touch with the we're actually in touch with the Solana. We're actually in touch with the Cloudflare team actually, you know, but they're like yeah, it's very challenging actually, you know. Yeah. Is it working fine? Let me take a look.
Corinthian says it's fixed now. Back to normal, but I don't think that's true. Hold on, I'm just checking on my end.
Basically, it just works fine if you're using it.
It just worked well for me that time, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe it is fixed.
No, it's only
Brazil. What's going on?
It's so weird though. What's going on here?
Not fixed. Try incognito. Okay. Yeah, no, it's still there. Well, I think this is probably going to take a little second to get fixed. Shout out to Bjorn, my guy, Super Team Germany. Still in Germany, not working, not fixed. Yeah, it does not. Chris Anderson says fixed now in Canada. Listen, folks, it's not clear exactly what's happening. Hopefully, this is going to get fixed very soon. Worry not, is what I would say. This is very much a Cloudflare issue, which is a centralized Web2 company that helps deliver the site all around the world. They have servers everywhere so that you can access the site very quickly because it's not so far away from you. That is the problem rather than anything that's happening with Jup itself. Luis is saying that it depends on the region of the CDN. If you use a... Amanda's a set country to the Jupiverse. Yeah, it says some locations are fixed. Hopefully, it will be fixed relatively soon. Fixed in India, it says TB. So yeah, it seems to be a mixture over here. Mixture, fixed, not fixed. It's going to be fixed very soon, folks. That I can assure you. If it's already fixed in Argentina and a few other countries, that means that they're rolling out the fix. Again, the way Cloudflare works is that they have literal servers all over the world that then hold a copy of Jup.ag and allow it to come to you very quickly because it's right down the street, basically. So if it's working in some countries and not in others, in Spain it's working fine, says RJ, works in Venezuela, it would mean that I think they're rolling out a fix across the globe. And certain servers have already gotten the fix and certain servers have not yet gotten the fix. Is Cash a dev? I left this call to go study up on Cloudflare. If you flush your DNS, it's fixed for me, says Tabi. Portugal is good. Okay. Let's see. All right. Well.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. What's going on here? Cash, what's going on? Cash, okay, Cash, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I kicked you off the call. I'm sorry you're weak. I'm sorry for making fun of you. I'm sorry for everything. Okay, can you please ask your Cloudflare sugar daddy to turn it off, please?
I can. Now that you have said it so politely, with your hands folded like that, let me shoot a message over to my Cloudflare guy. Guarantee it's fixed in the next 3 minutes. Just watch. Just watch.
It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah.
If it does get fixed in the next 3 minutes, I'm taking all the fucking credit, just so everybody knows.
Oh, your sugar daddy fixed it? Really? You know?
Yeah, his name is Meow Senior. That's my sugar daddy over at Cloudflare.
Meow Senior. But Jesus Christ, what's going on, man? It's so annoying.
That's it.
Our whole team is like on it though. You know?
Everybody is trying to make sure that this gets fixed sooner. Let's bring this over here. Let's make this me and meow for a second while we fix this, folks.
It's funny because if you go to Jupiverse.ag/spot, it works actually, you know.
Yeah, it seems like somebody's either. I mean, it just seems like potentially a bug, or that somebody's reporting the main site for some kind of reason.
Yeah, it's really weird because if you go to like J.U.P, can I catch my screen?
Yep, go for it.
Oh, it's so funny. Okay, yeah. Okay, 1 second.
That's right, Mohammed. That's right. I don't think it's a DDoS attack, frame property. It seems to be a mistake in people thinking that it's a phishing attack. A DDoS attack would just bring down the site so if you couldn't access it. It wouldn't give it this kind of warning. Yep, 866 is confirming that it seems to be only the main page. The other pages are fine, so I assume that perps last. I got 2 minutes, don't worry. My guy's working on it. We'll see. Hopefully it's fixed very soon.
Your daddy, you mean?
Your daddy is my sugar daddy. That's what I meant by Meow Senior. I don't know if that was clear to everyone in the audience. The implication is that I'm having sexual relations with Meow's father. That is the implication that I'm making here. Let's see. Why is this not working? Okay. Who's all right? So should we should we continue on with the call, Meow? Why don't we keep going here?
Okay. Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, I guess you could. It's like yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, you know. I guess you could. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do though. You know. Yeah. Yeah.
But we do it. We do it not because it is easy, but because it is important. Let me pull this back up over here. We can go back into this. So some of the timelines, yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
All right.
let's just finish that. Let's just finish the essay real quick about Jup.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go. Yep.
Cool. So key Jupiary timelines.
No. Can you show back the essay again?
Oh, sorry. I thought it would look at this. 1 second. Which screen am I sharing? That's what I'm trying to figure out. There we go.
Yep. At the end of it.
There we go. Key Jupiary timelines.
No. Above it.
Not key Jupiary timelines.
No, just think that I think the two timelines is right. I think I think first of all I think we like as I said earlier, so I think there are two key things, right? I think by Catstanbul, right? I think as I mentioned earlier, I think Jup is a really important thing for us, and at Catstanbul, which is less than 2 months away, right? We'll unveil new initiatives. We will actually clarify how different ventures benefit Jup. We will do a token audit, and lastly we'll do token burn, right? I think after Catstanbul, right, it's my hope that a lot of the key token stuff will actually be clarified and be done. Yeah. I think and also there are things I think the two Jupiters are asking for here will be only to this format, right? The future ones will be sourced in a far more sustainable way. I think the key thing here is I do want Jupiler to be a yearly event, right, for years to come. I need to find a way to make it sustainable for sure. Yep. Yep. That's it. I think we can go on to the we can go on to the essay. Let's go on to the slides then. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's do it. And in order to go onto the slides, we have to bring up the fan favorite herself, the Empress of the Jupiverse. Please drop a little jam in the chat for everybody's favorite. May is back, everybody.
Hello.
May is back.
Finally, you guys have unhidden me.
I've
been sitting there
I think
while
we have
you
tried
were
to hide you and
battling
you yelled at him at the time.
May, let's go. May, let's go.
Hi.
Hey, how you feeling?
Good. Excited to share more about what we are seeing.
Excellent.
So, yeah,
well,
I
why don't
think,
we start by some of the goals of Jupiary here?
Yep. So, like Meow has talked and shared about in his essay, Jupiary is more than just an airdrop for us. It is an extremely important opportunity for us to keep growing the pie and to show our appreciation for the Jupiverse and to celebrate you guys, from the users to the stakers to the community, and of course set a very good foundation for the years to come because we are in it for the long run. And here are some key things that were passed in the second proposal. So the community voted and agreed on 2 more Jupiaries of 700 million for 2 years. There's also going to be an explicit allocation for stakers. And someone is saying I need to speak English because they don't understand me. That's quite funny. It's hilarious. And we also talked about how we will have some component that will be used as carrots and not sticks. And of course, this entire Jupiary process is very important for us to keep on inviting real users to our community and to grow that community of people who will engage in decision making in the DAO and engage in the long run growth journey of Jupiter.
So what are the different components of Jupiary?
There are 4 key components of Jupiary 2025. Portions of the allocation will go towards stakers. Portions will go towards users.
Guys, sorry. Go real quick. Sorry.
He's back.
Can you guys go back one slide real quick?
Oh, go back up one slide here.
Yeah,
this
sure.
one right here.
Okay. So I think over here, I think for secondary Jupiary review is actually very important, right? So I think the carrot and not stick that is actually very important. I think all these 4 points are actually really important, right? And actually will directly tie in to the points that May can cover next. The explicit allocation for stakers, the carrot not stake, and also the point about inviting real users. Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so 4 key components: users, stakers, carrots, and cats. Good cats. And we will share more about each of these components
right now. Let's go into the first one. For users, what is the idea?
Yes. Why do we need to have this user component in Jupiary? It seems obvious, but it is very important for us to celebrate people who are part of our product journey, who have been using our products, here, seeing how we have grown over the year. And also, this is an opportunity for us to invite the best and most qualified users to be part of the Jupiverse. So this is our chance to bring them on board, and engage them to join in a lot more of our community events and our decision making stuff to continue growing Jupiter into the next phase.
But importantly,
Here
the
is
number of users has ballooned this last Jupiary, right? This time is not going to be like last time.
yeah, this time is a bit different. We are dealing with a lot, a much bigger scale. The wallets that we are looking at has 10x. Last year we dropped 1 million wallets. This year, this is not the final allocation, but just by looking at the transaction count, from looking at the transaction counts, we have 10 million unique wallets. There's also 50x more swap volume. Last year we were looking at 35 billion. Now it's like 1.8 trillion. So it has exploded in terms of scale, for Jupiary.
I got to pause you right there, mate, because that is genuinely bananas. Went from 35 billion, which is already a lot, to 1.8 trillion with a T. That's
Yeah, so
18,000 billion. No, that's
it's a lot.
1,800 billion, excuse me.
It's a lot, and it would mean that we'd have to be a lot more careful in terms of how we sanitize the data, in terms of how we kind of clean up our SIBOs, in terms of how we set thresholds for qualified users, so that we can pick the top and most qualified users to and make that a more meaningful drop for the outcome. And in terms of transactions, just to share the scale we are looking at, we have more than 3 million wallets swapping more than $1,000 each. And if we talk about $1 million, there are still like 21,000 wallets who are swapping more than $1 million. So yeah, if you think that you're a whale, maybe not.
Stop. So, stop. Sorry. So, I think the main thing here to notice, right, is that I think we have a lot more wallet stuff who swap more than $1,000 each, and then we have a lot more wallets, right, that swap more than $1 million. Yeah. So that's actually pretty important, actually. Yeah. Yes, and we do think there's a fair number of bot wallets, which is actually why we think that it's actually gonna be it's actually why we're gonna have to kind of be a bit more careful here, actually. Yeah. Yep. So basically, I think the main reason for us sharing these numbers is to just show that for example, last year, right, we did a drop to everyone who ever used it, right? And then I think, but in this case, I think because there's so many more wallets, I think we need to apply like a tighter, a more stringent drop off on the front. Yeah.
You stopped May too effectively, my friend. You stopped her right out of the call.
Sorry about that. Yeah, let's go.
Sorry about that. All right. So we talked about there's these 4 components of Jupiary, 4 different kind of groups here, or 4 different things that are happening. The first one is users. Second one is stakers.
What's me?
You froze her out of the call. You told her to stop, and then she left. She took you too literally.
Just give her a while. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, she'll May-sing. We'll see. She's rebooting as well. Come back, May. If we chant it enough in the chat, if you write down "Bring back May," I think that you might just come back. Just maybe we can collectively manifest her back onto this call. But I think we need more people to say it. Bring back May. Bring back May or mutiny. People are now afraid of you in the chat. They say, never want to get on May's bad side again. Let's see. All right. Bring back May. I mean, I think we should just keep going without.
Yes, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. So I think so if you go back to the whole point, right, earlier. So I think that the main message that we want, just give me one sec. Okay, give me a sec.
Trying to summon May back. Folks, talk about a call with some tech issues, huh? What Only on the Planetary call. We do it live.
Okay, so one thing to actually so the main thing and just to make the point clear, right, is that there are two things, right? First of all, I think while for users, right, it will be the majority of the drop, but unlike last year, right, there will be a clear cutoff, right, and we're still gunning for more than 1 million wallets. Okay, but in this case, I think but last year we were able to kind of drop to everyone who ever used it, right? But this year, obviously, it's kind of like more not possible anymore, right? Right? Yeah. And I think and also the other thing is actually very important is that we are probably only going to actually apply a very very high like confidence filter, right? AKA like only people who have very high confidence are real users are going to be included, right? Right? And thirdly is that I think and also I think like last year there'll probably be tiers, right? But I think but the volume requirements will probably be like much higher per tier, yeah. And also I think as last year, I think we just in Sao Paulo, whereby a very very small number of users actually made up most of the song. Hey, May, hello, you're back. Hello.
It worked.
I'm back.
The Bring Back May chant worked, everybody. Well done. Now try
My
bring
internet
back Jupiverse
heard
AG.
you telling me to stop, and it decided to comply.
Yep. Okay. Anyway, now May, I was just going through with them some of the expectation setting they're going to have to make. Yeah, around like for example,
Yeah.
I think like for example like for example it's like because there's so many more power users, right? In this case, like
Yeah.
so many more power users and so many more users who saw high volume. So what might be considered a high volume last year might not be considered high volume this year. Yeah. So that's actually important.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. Yeah.
Let's go. Yep.
Can I, before we do, can I add a little thing? Jupiverse now working for me. The Cloudflare notice is now gone in the UAE. So something seems like it's back online, folks. Cool. So then we have stakers over here celebrating the people who make up.
Finally, guys. Oh my God, it's back. Oh.
Now we can breathe again.
All right,
There
let
we go.
me
Site is back.
let me just tweet it. Let me just tweet it. Okay, 1 second. Sorry, let me just tweet it. All right, sorry, I gotta tweet this thing. Sorry. Let me just tweet this thing. Okay, soft. All right.
While Meow is tweeting that, May, can you tell us a little bit about stakers and why they are important?
Yeah. So going to the next phase, there would be a lot of new initiatives, a lot of like growth in the DeFi world that we want to create together as a community. And so like stakers will be a very important part of our growth journey. And as you have seen in the last two proposals, our community plays a very important role in iterating with us on the direction that we are heading towards as a protocol and as a community. So we appreciate you a lot, and we want to have the stakers with us to grow the pie together with us. And one thing we are looking into is to create a bonus for people who have taken part in all votes or who have never unstaked, because we know that you'll be around for the long run and part of our growth journey.
That's right. You want to talk
And
about
there's
Uni's feedback here?
Yeah, there's a feedback from Uni, and he is a Jup whale, but also sharing that he thinks that it is very important for us to continue growing the token pool beyond just stakers for the long term of Jupiter. So he's of the opinion that Meow is raising his hand.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, right. I think one major Cash, can you go back ask one side real quick? Sorry. Okay. So one major thing here, right? That I want to very well clarify, right? Is that for the first vote, we didn't make it clear, right? And I think as a result, I think a lot of the stakers, they were kind of like really unhappy, right? That they didn't feel appreciated, right? So I feel like a really critical thing that happened, right? For the second vote, right? Was that, okay, how do we most effectively, right, balance out between, right, making sure stakers feel part of the process, to be the process, right, but also, yes, but also like, but also kind of rewarding people who, but also making sure it's about growing the pie, right, So I feel like if you go next slide, I feel like Yoni here actually had a really great way of putting it. I think, right? I think he actually, I strongly encourage everyone to read his thing per se, right? And I think that what he said was that I think he probably did a lot to help me kind of think about what happens here in terms of the point of Jupilerary, right, is both to actually like really grow the pie, and also but also recognize takers, right? So I think he said it the best, right? It's like he's the best. I think he really recognized the need to both give a certain recognition to stakers and voters, but also, right, make sure that the Jupilerary goes towards a widely cast pool, right? So I feel like I just want to say that I think he thinks that this kind of split would reward stickers for commitment, right? But still growing the pie, and properly rewarding users. Yeah, I feel like this is probably like the most balanced bank I ever read, right, in the long term regarding the trade-off between tension and users. Yeah, so I feel like just want to do a big shout out to Johnny, and actually I think for the most part I think we'll be following his recommendations. Yeah, on the front.
So then the third group, and this is something that a lot of people in the chat have been asking about. What does carrots mean? What are the carrots in this case, May?
Yeah, so we don't like sticks. We are going for carrots, and we are keeping aside a portion of the allocation to encourage people to hold on to the airdrop, and to do things such as like topping up the ASR, to incentivize people to buy and stake Jup, and also to help out users who might be misclassified as bots.
So over here is that I think over here is actually I think if you think about the first if you think of the cash, remember the first airdrop the first call that we did.
The first airdrop of what?
The first call that we did.
Oh, I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah, the first call that we did. I think that in the first call that we did, I think we actually did talk about a stake methodology, right? Where we talk about stashing. I think over there, I think a lot of people brought the very good feedback that there are a lot of problems associated with that. First of all, I think we are going to get a lot of people who are unhappy with the airdrop, right? And secondly is that we're going to get and secondly is I think we're going to get a lot of people, and secondly is that we're going to get a lot of people who don't want to be part of the community, right? But feel forced to hold on to it, right? So we're going to have a lot of people who are disgruntled along the way, right? And thirdly, if you implement any kind of vesting, and there's going to be, thirdly is that if you have any kind of vesting and stuff, for people who don't actually want to be part of it, then there's going to be a lot of happiness, right, throughout the whole year, right? So I feel like that's actually that's one thing that I think is actually a really good feedback from the community, that we go like, hey, you know what if we actually framed it much? I think that a big part of the community is saying, hey, what if we framed it right much more like a carrot, versus like a stick, right? That might actually be much better, right? So I think that's actually what happened. I think so I think that feel actually very powerful. And again, I feel like there's a lot of other feedback from the community talking about how we can actually structure it such to incentivize and more buying and more staking on Jup, right? And also there are things that we are going to have a pretty aggressive thing about we only allow a small set of users to be classified as users, right? So I feel like there might also be users who misclassify as bots, So I think that there's going to be a pool, right, for these carrots as well, yeah. Versus like and also obviously I think it will also reduce the initial amount of like tokens drop in the first cycle. So I think that's very important as well. Yep. Yep. And actually, one more thing real quick is that I think that people that there's someone who Ferdinand that said that like people who bought their Jupilerary. I think for Jup, I think that's actually very important. I think we actually really, really, really appreciate people, right? Who actually buy Jup, obviously, right? Yeah. So I think definitely, I think and sometimes that's actually what the team the burning thing is for, right? And also why the team burn is for, and what a transparency audit is for, right? It's like how do we make sure that we hold the integrity of the Jup token, right? In the sense that we will never sell the token without informing the community, right? We also never we actually also explicitly kind of let the team give out a big chunk of tokens, right? To actually reduce emissions, and we also do transparency audit, right? So I feel like there's actually a large number of things that we do, and yeah, and ideally I think we can do a lot more in years to come. Yeah.
That takes us into the last category here of Jupuary 2025, which is the good cats.
Good cats. Yeah, this is like one of my pet projects, and Good Cats is a lot of love for the community. Where we acknowledge the best members of our community. And I think some of you would have been around long enough to see the process last year. It is a very customized and time-consuming process because there's just no way to look at you as a number. You're an individual. Your contributions are unique, and we will take time to review what your contributions are and be able to try to give you something. So we will probably ask you to submit some like a form or something like we did last year, where you can talk and share a bit about your involvement in a community and like some of the things that you have done. And the cadet working group would come in and help to evaluate applications.
So one thing
this has to be like a meaningful contribution.
Yeah, so one thing that's really cool to know here is actually May last year did extremely intense, and I mean extremely intense, right? You know, effort on like the good cats thing, extremely intense. I think I can't tell you guys how big of an effort is that May. Hey, Cash, do you mind putting it real quick up? Do you mind pulling up the part about like it's fine. But I think the whole point here is that I think May did a really big effort, right, in like creating like really going through every single review, every single compromise wallet, every single thing, right, to make sure that everyone's like done good for, right? So just a big shout out to May. I think it's actually a really hard thing to do, you know. Yeah, but in general, I think it's quite simple, right? That if you have been around, that's so funny. It's so funny. Yes, 1, 2, 3.
Is this a bribe? Is this a bribe? I see what you guys are doing. You guys are like trying to curry me up.
Yeah, but I feel like in this case, I feel like if you actually have been contributing to the Jupiverse, and like we want the kind of like really show our appreciation for you, yeah, so definitely submit the form, you know. Yep.
Yeah, so we will probably kickstart the process. It will take some time.
That's right. The forum not out right now, so just stay tuned for the good cats allocation and everything that's going to happen over there. What is the CAWG? That is the Cadets Working Group. For anyone that does not know, they're a trial working group. They're going to have their confirmation vote, I think, in January-ish, if I'm not mistaken. Julian, Katoshi, and the rest of the gang doing some good work over there. Cool. So those are some of the early thoughts on Jupuary. Just to recap that, the goal is fairly simple here: growing the pie, appreciating the Jupiverse, and setting the long-term foundation. Jupiter is all about the long term, and Jupuary is an investment from the DAO in the long-term future of Jupiter. Going to be focusing on these 4 groups: users, staker and voters, carrots, and good cats as we go through.
Can go real quick. So just to set expectations, right? I think that users, that the users would definitely get the majority of it, and staker and part of the portion will be set aside for stakers and voters, and another part is for carrots, and then a portion and a smaller portion and a much smaller portion for the good cats, because that's because there's way small number, right? And then one thing that's important here is that, and to set aside again, within the users, right, we're going to have like there's a lot more wallets, so not all wallets will be eligible, unlike the first one, right? And within each wallet, within the group, we are actually gonna kind of like have a how do I put it? We're going to have like a really be tiering, right? You know, and tiering is going to be pretty aggressive, simply because there's going to be a extremely broad divergence, right, in terms of how much you actually, right? Yeah, and then in terms of second voters, we're going to really we're going to really kind of like listen to the feedback here about kind of what to balance between like appreciating stickers, but also achieve the main purpose of growing the pie, right? And then for the carrots, I think it's going to be set aside. The exact use of the carrots is not going to be set yet, you know, right? But I think it will be kind of be determined, exactly as determined after Jupiary, you know, after Catstanbul, right? Where we have a much better sense of the exact number of voting and everything else and stuff. And good cats will be a completely separate process altogether. Okay, so this is like the broad framework, right, of Jupiverse 2025. Yep.
Hmm.
And then we expect to execute on Jupiverse probably a few days or a week before Catstanbul. Yeah, that's about late Jan next year. Yeah.
That's right. Setting expectations, very important, folks. This Jupuary not going to be like the last one in the ways that have been described over here, but still going to be an important thing to help grow the pie. May, any last words on Jupuary 2025?
Yeah, I think this is just a quick primer for all of you to let you know what we are looking at, and we'll be back with more details very soon. So yeah, feel free to let us know any early thoughts that you have. We hear all of it, we read all of it, and yeah, we hope to be able to give you something that is delightful for all of you.
Yep. So I think timeline-wise, I think we will probably we'll aim to ship a detailed essay probably early next week. Yep. And then and also to set expectations, I feel like we will probably need to go. There will probably be things that we do to prevent industrial farming, right? And we are not sure how to do that yet. Yeah, we'll go from there. Yep.
Yeah, so we are already starting on a lot of work around that to weed out the industrial farms, weed out any kind of like funky data, and understand and find our real users so that we can kind of like boost this crowd.
That's right. People asking when the checker will come later in January. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done before that's going to be available to folks. Drop a little thank you, May.
As per usual, what we're going to do in this, what we're going to do. Hey, May, can you pull up the essay I did last time previously? Actually, let me just pull up a quick. Sorry. I think over here it might be good to just show everyone something. The one that I did. 1 second.
The very first one from last year.
Last year. Can you put it real quick? Got it?
I'm still looking for it.
Yeah, but essentially, I think.
Already?
Let me just take a look real quick.
Man, I hope you're seeing all the chats just saying thank you right now. Thanked by the dozens.
I got it.
Work in progress, everyone. Work in progress. Work in progress.
I got it. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's gonna be hard. I think there's gonna be a lot of like really controversial opinions and stuff, right? But we should try.
Yeah. Why does no one thank me? That's a good question. That is a good question. People should thank me as well. I fixed the Cloudflare issue. I feel like that should get some love.
So anyway, I think this is actually the thing that I'll share with everyone and stuff. It's like, I think last year we actually did a really detailed essay talking about like, how we did the allocations and what data that we wrote and the massive power law at play, right? I'm saying everything. So I think we are gonna, write something similar to kind of explain how this Jupiverse is gonna go as well. But just to be clear, this Jupiverse is going to be way more kind of difficult, right? Because there's going to be way more allocation, way more everything, right? Yeah.
Way more products, way more everything.
Yeah. So I think go from there. Yep. Yep.
Cool. All right, May, thank you very much for coming on, and thank you for doing the good and intense work that you do. I think it's about 1 a.m. for you, if I'm not mistaken, after a long day. We'll catch you very soon, May. Thank you kindly. And thank all of you for coming out as well.
What do you think? Do you agree?
What'd you say,
May,
sorry?
Do you agree, son?
What?
May, do you agree?
I took off my earbuds, so I didn't hear anything. When you guys chased me off.
Can you see the screen?
What is the question?
See the screen.
Oh, can I marry May for a bigger allocation? We will put that to a vote.
May's already married, folks. May is married to the game. She doesn't have time for you right now. She's busy working on Jupiverse and other stuff like that. That is a fact. Anyway, all right, May, thank you very much.
We need to evaluate that.
Oh, Catstanbul.
All
right, folks. Well, we'll start to wrap this one up now. Here's a not so surprised POAP. Look at this. Just another lovely POAP by Srijani, best artist on Solana. You can scan this QR code, make sure you have 50 Jupe staked, add in your wallet, and you'll be able to see it there. It also does occur to me that we'll know if you guys, I'll say that next time. Basically, here's the POAP. Give people a second to do this. In 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, folks, that is going to do it for us on this Planetary call. Thank you very much for coming. It was an exciting one. I mean, you can say whatever you want about the Planetary calls. You can't say that they're boring. Dealing with major crisis.
Shit, you're so terrible to say. Holy fuck. Yeah.
It was intense enough without the Cloudflare shit, honestly. It just got even more intense with all of that as well. But thanks for coming out. Go follow Jupe Uplink, best Twitter page in all of Twitter. Go follow Jupiter Exchange on YouTube. I think we just crossed 13 or 14,000 subscribers over there as well. And stick around. A lot of good stuff going to be coming through. As I like to say, you don't have to go home, but you cannot stay here. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.